Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 9, No Thrills. So today we're going to continue on with some Botania. So those of you that don't like Botania, then highly recommend you skip this episode. But you need it anyway for the ATM star, so yeah. This is not, I'm not going to call this series like a guide or anything, but it's a, this is how I'm doing it sort of thing. So hopefully that's something that people want to see. Anyway, between episodes, I managed to get almost a quarter of a mana pool. Thank you to these endo flames. Now, I had a thought. Instead of coal, you know what we could use instead? And that is, I think blaze rods. I remember blaze rods being pretty good. Blaze rods. And we've got 246,000 of them. So we might as well use blaze rods. Now, the only issue is I don't remember where I put the it must be around here somewhere. There it is. So what we can do is over here I've got an interface and I can just remove do one of those and then put some blaze rods and then right click it, set it to 64. So that'll keep 64 blaze rods in there for it basically. And then this one, where I've got a whitelist of coal, I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to whitelist blaze rods. So now we can pop this in here and it will start getting blaze rods and that will put them over here. Obviously, if I have a look in here, we've got, there you go, I can take those out. And now they're going to get blaze rods. And blaze rods are actually slightly better fuel from what I remember. Let's put these away. So we all know that a piece of coal smelts 8 items, right? And a blaze rod smelts 12 items, so they're only slightly better. But the whole reason that I'm using blaze rods instead of coal right here, let's stick a torch on top so I remember where it is. Yeah, the only reason I'm using blaze rods is because we're actively getting blaze rods. We're not going to go through 3 million coal over here, but I feel like I want to hoard a little bit of coal, and I'm not sure why, but that's what we're going to do. Anyway, we actually need to get an entire mana pool for one of the things in our future. So I'm just going to grab a big area right here. Oh, and I made some sparks. They're relatively easy to make. You can just put grey petals, blaze powder, and a golden nugget. And we're going to put a spark on top of this. And eventually we're going to get ourselves a terrasteel agglomeration plate. And then try and get ourselves a terrasteel. So to make a terrasteel you need to put mana steel ingot, mana diamond, mana pearl. And then it needs a whole one of these. I think it's actually half. I think it's half a mana pool that it uses. But anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to get ourselves the terrasteel. Oh, why did I do that? The agglomeration plate. There we go. And that means that we need to get all of these different runes and a block of mana steel. Yeah, that's easy to get though. If we do iron, get a block of iron. There you go. So we got a block of iron, mana steel already. We need to get all of these runes. Now, why have you stopped? That's confusing. Okay. Weird. It just did that. That's odd. Anyway, this is now full up. That's not what we want to see. Anyway, what was I doing? I was trying to make runes. That was the badger. So let's grab another one of the mana spreaders. Spreader. So that's easy enough. We can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need another one of these, and we also need at Botania. Where is the thing? Oh yeah, there's applied botanistics or whatever it is. So you can use applied energistics AE. You can use that with Botania now, which is kind of interesting. That might have been like kind of useful because I've never really done the add-on for that. But anyway, I'm not going to do that this series at least. What was I doing again? Oh yeah. I want to make this thing, the runic altar, and I actually have a mana diamond. I'm not sure where I got that. I think we got the mana diamond from, I don't know actually. I don't know where we got that. Maybe I threw a diamond in by accident. Right, so what we can do now, I forget how this place is. Okay, just like that. There we go. So this mana spreader is connected to the mana pool and is putting mana from the mana pool into, well, it's already got mana because it's pulling from here, and it's putting it into the runic altar. Now, usually, oh, you know what? We're going to do it. Why not? We're going to do a modular router again. I mean, that seems to be the trick in it, that we do a modular router every single episode, so it needs to be done, right? I don't think I've not used a modular router in an episode since, like, episode 3. Oh, yeah, that was good. Cool. So, modular router. And what we can do is we can get this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. I was just going to tap on it. Anyway, we can get the modular router to drop items onto this. Stop it. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Right, so we get this modular router to drop items onto here. And then this can then... Oh, and we need another modular router to pick everything up afterwards. But yeah, that's the plan. And I actually am going to put one underneath. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up a bulk filter for all of the different types of runes. Because we are definitely going to need, like, at least a few of these. I think, do we need one of these runes? Is it the Wrath rune? I don't remember now. One of these runes we need... Oh, come on, go away. There we go. We need for the ATM star, right? Isn't that how it works? No. Apparently you need it. You need it for the everlasting guilty pool later on. Okay. Oh, and there's more. Oh, because that's Botania, and there's mythical botany. Okay. Rune at mythical. Okay, there we go. And then we can have a few of these. Maybe it was one of these, the Alpine one, maybe? One of the runes, I swear. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's this one? I think one of the runes you can use for the ATM star. I should probably look it up. Ah, never mind. Apparently you need the Mjolnir. Which, yeah, you need all of this stuff for. What the actual heck? Rune tablet. Okay, control. I don't know how any of that works, so we're going to have to do that at some point. Yeah, we're going to have to come back to that. Anyway, I've got the bulk item filter, and what we can do is... I'll show you them. There you go, there's all the runes. I'm going to use the bulk item filter right here, and that means that this vacuum module can pick up any of the runes, basically. Only the runes it's allowed to pick up right there. We might need that later, so I'm going to keep the filter how it is. Lovely. So, the way that you make runes is, for example, if we want to make the fire rune. Okay, let's get that on the go. The way that I do it is, if you do this, get all of the bits that you need. Oh, at some point, I should really automate making like mana steel and stuff. Let's grab ourselves a redstone. There you go. And what you can do is you can either right-click them on there, or if I get a dropper module, just like that, there we go, we can stick one like that, and if there was a, what's it called, demagnetizer, let's make one of those real quick, make the bigger version, there you go. If there was a demagnetizer on this, what we can do is we do that, it will drop it, and it will actually go onto the runic altar. And so what we can do is just each of these, we're just going to drop. And then that is going to use the mana from the mana spreader to make the rune. And the only thing it needs at the end of it is a living rock. So you can right click that on there, and then you can use, there we go, right click. And then you right click with Wander the Forest, and you get yourself a fire rune. Which is awesome. And then, yeah, we need to do that for each of the different types of runes right here. That's why I put this one up here. So what we can do is have a puller module on this. And it will pull from maybe a chest or something. I need to have a crafter over here. Let's make ourselves a, I don't know, gold crafter. Why not? Right, I have moved a crafter over here. And we've got it all linked up and everything. I'm actually using cables. I'm really, really, really trying not to use these, the network transmitter, because we are literally right over there, right? So, like, we got cables that go everywhere now. We might as well use them. So I've got a cable that just goes over this way, and then it goes over this way as well. And I might use some over there. I don't know yet. Anyway, right here, what we're going to do is we're going to put a chest. And then we're going to have a puller module pulling from here. We also need a activator module. I forgot about this. Oh, I just got a load of yeah, look, okay. It's quests. Forgot about quests. Quests. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Loads of quests. What we like to see. That is a lot of stuff we just got. Lovely. Right, apparently we need something that's mana infused. Okay. Do we need all of the mana infused? Because we've got that one there. What are we doing? Oh, we need this as well, apparently. Living wood. Okay. That's because I pulled out all of the living wood right there. There we go. Look at the quests again. There we are. It's going to give us a bunch of stuff as well. Brilliant. Oh, we got a water rune out of that. That's pretty good. Don't need to make a water rune now. We will set up all of the different runes, I think. Automated. Oh, you just make sense. Did I move this? I did move this, damn it. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Right. I am going to get rid of all of these. That is my backpack. That is the wrong place to put them. I think I've got it all set up over at the site over there. So what we want to do is I'm going to set up all of the runes. Now, before I do that, I'm going to do a, what was it? Do a copy on that because we want to come back to that. We want to get living rock. We want one of these. And then I want to go back to this. Okay. So the way that this works is you add a living rock to whatever you do over here. So if I do that, I just add a living rock. And so on and so on. Now, I do know that for this one, for example, we don't have fishing rod. So we also need fishing rod. So hopefully this all makes sense. Block of coal, mushroom, yeah, all of those. Perfect. That's not at all what I meant to do there. Do this. There we go. So I'm going to do that for all of the runes. And then I'm going to come back and do a few of the bits that we don't know how to do. Like the mana powder, mana steel. I think this one here, yeah, needs mana diamonds. We need a load of stuff here. Mana pearl we've got. And where's one that's got something weird? Okay, I don't think there's any super weird stuff. No, these all seem, oh, flipping heck. Maybe we won't do these ones on the end. I don't know if the Asgard, oh, you do need that for the Mjolnir, okay. Oh, well, we'll come back to the Mjolnir later, I think. I might do all of the ones just from Botania for today then. And I think that's everything. Perfect. Now, the way that this works is, if we pop back over here, I've got my craft right there, and I can wang all of these in. Just like that. Oh, I need to put, before we do anything, nope, I missed over here. I need to put the fishing rod one in. There we go. So, what happens here, I wonder if I could slow it down. I'm not sure. Oh, and that needs to activate. Ah, almost missed one. So we need to activate to the front. And I also need a security upgrade. So we've got security upgrade which goes in like that. Is that going to right click? It is going to right click on there. Perfect. Okie dokie. Sweet. Right. So, what runes do we need? We need the air rune. So if I do rune, I wonder if it's going to do it. Air rune. Ah, it's not because we need to set these up. Okie dokie. So that one's relatively easy to set up. So if we do mana. There we are. So they're all right next to each other. It's quite useful. We can just do literally that and it kind of works. I love it. And then that one. That one as well. I'm not sure we need the string. Should we get the mana infused string? We might need it later on. That's the only thing. Get ourselves a crystal bow from RuneScape right there. Or devil horns. I don't think there's anything overly useful that we... Oh, we can make cobwebs out of it if we wanted. But no, we're not going to do that one then. Mage weave cloth. Ooh. That does make the Terry Terry. So yes, we are going to do it. Because I want a Terry Terry as soon as possible. If you didn't know, feed a Terry Terry. So let's go back to that. Cloth. Where is the cloth? Okay, let's do this one. Yeah. So Terry Terry, Bozu. Or Bozu? Yeah. If we open this up. During bad weather, offer it via right click or throw. A sunflower will make the sun return. And you can also do a redstone signal if it's bad weather. It's kind of awesome. So basically, Terry Terry, you can set it all up, redstone it up and everything, to basically drop a sunflower on it when it starts raining. And it would just turn the rain off. It's so good. We should definitely do that. Anyway, what are we doing? I need another one over here. So I might actually put another crafter next to this. Right, so the way that this is going to work is I've added to the filter that we've got over here all of the mana stuff. I might have missed one actually. Did I miss... Oh, I did. I missed the flipping mana powder. Okay, well, I'll add that to the filter here. This, by the way, I'm just going to get... let's grab a sender module real quick. And we're going to go back here anyway because I forgot to program the thingy in. But we can send to this because it can send from anywhere. This one, the sender module Mark 3. And mana powder, this one. Now, what do we want to put in there? What are we getting loads of? Redstone? I think that basically says that we have more redstone than anything. So let's use that one. So if we have a look in this here. There we go. Oh, and did I blink the thing? I did. Lovely. So that is going to send over there. So what this means is whatever this picks up with the vacuum module, it will just send all the way over there. So let's try rune air. Start. We'll have a look, see what happens. So there we go. So they're all dropping on. Even a rock right there. A rock is on there. And because we've got an activator module with a Wand of the Forest in it, it's going to just use it on there. How cool is that? And now, because the vacuum module has picked it up, put it in the interface over in our base. Rune. There's the air rune. We've already got water runes, but I'm going to make some more water runes because why not? I just want to see this again. There we go. How cool this is. There we go. And then it gets picked up. And then it gets sent. Amazing. Right, I just stuck a... Where is it? In all of these, I've just stuck stack and speed upgrades. Because I want to see how quick this can get. So let's do like a really difficult one. Pride. What's pride used for? Let's have a look first before we just make it. Ring of far reach. We don't really need that. Oh, let's have a look at the Keiki Muras, wherever that is. What the heck is this? Orchid. Oh yeah, this thing's really cool. So the orchid, or orchid basically is how you're supposed to say it, will convert stone into an ore. And if you feed it mana, you have to feed this mana though, that's the only thing. And it's got all of these different % chance to turn it into all of these different ores. Right, there we go. It's the Rune of Gluttony that we're going to need. So where the heck is the Rune of Gluttony? This one. Now before we have a... yeah, so we need fire and winter. And winter comes from water and earth. So let's get ourselves 1 Gluttony. Now that is saying we don't have a block of mana diamonds. Do you need that for this? No. No. Rune of Earth. No. No. Why did you say we need a block of mana diamonds for the gluttony? Ah. I've also discovered another issue. And that is, if we have a look at the Rune of Earth, it needs to use a mana powder and a mana ingot. But when it gets dropped onto this, let me just grab everything off of this. Okay. When it gets dropped onto this, it can't do it because the vacuum module just sucks it up and then sends it back into base. So we might need 2 vacuum modules for this. One which has none of these things, and one which has just those things, if you know what I mean. So I can have another modular router right here which is doing that. Ooh, I just had a thought. Instead of using this second one over here, which has got all of those things in there. Ah. Yeah, what we can do, I'm going to get rid of these 2, and we're going to reset them. It's really good to do that, because otherwise they'll clog up your refined storage or applied energistics. Anyway, what we can do is, instead of doing this, we can set this back to the way it was. There we go. So it's got mana, all of the mana stuff in it, right? And then we can change this one over here to right-click, or not right-click, to pull all of, well, yeah, each one of these objects over here. Now, the only thing that I can see going wrong with this is if we have a... oh, yeah, and I've changed this as well, so I need to do the same. Should probably have set up a filter for this instead. But if we've got a recipe that requires multiple runes, it might just try and slap all of the same runes, all of the same stuff in there. So let's try this now. Rune of... I know it already did one, but that's because I helped it. Okay, weird. Yeah, they're right there. Okay, let's put these in here. Ah, why are you pulling up there? Oh, I know why. Because I didn't blacklist it over here. So it is dropping, and yeah, that's not what we wanted. Right, there you go. I blacklisted the pull right there. So now if we put this here, there you go, that's working fine. I love it. So that is going to make us Rune of Mana. Nice, nice. We got around that problem quite nicely, in my opinion. Nice, okay, right. Gluttony, for some reason, it still wants us to make a block of mana diamond. I think it's so it can make mana diamonds, but I swear we've told it over here. No, over here. Ah, that'd be it. I made the wrong recipe right there. I must have just clicked on the wrong one. So if we put this one back in, yeah, that's not it. I must have clicked just right here instead of here. And now this should work. I'll go back over here and put that there. Rune of Gluttony. Why did that one not work? What the heck? Oh, oh my goodness. I know exactly why it didn't work. Again, it's dropping. Ah, you bumhole. Yeah, what it's doing is it's dropping runes onto here, but it can't do that. So we need to, what is it for this? Fire. So for the winter rune, it needs water and earth. And it's got everything else by the looks of it. Rune. Water and earth. You can't right click runes on there. You're absolutely... Oh, because I've not set you up in here. Alright. Where's our filter from earlier? So I think it's this one. Stick that one in there. There you go. Lovely. Right. So what we can do with this is in the puller module, we are also going to blacklist anything in this filter. If you'll remember, all of the runes are in this filter. And in the puller module here, we're also going to do that. And there you are. It's actually working now. So we're making the gluttony. I'm going to make a couple of these, by the way, because the gluttony runes, we're going to use them for Cakey Murises, and Cakey Muris is amazing. Wait, what were we doing? Gluttony. Let's make 3 of them. See what happens, eh? You know why that happened? And I know exactly why that happened. It's because it's not doing one at a time like I thought it would. Because I forgot about one at a time. Because I was doing them one at a time. Right, the way that we've done this is we've moved this over. So it's right next to the router. And I've put a detector module in there. Now I might set that to strong. I don't know what that does. Anyway. What this should do is when this has got something in it, like that. Yeah, fingers crossed that actually got it. It will set off a redstone signal. Meaning, when it picks something up, it then does a redstone signal, lets this thing know that it's ready for the next item, because it's picked something up already. So, that might not be a good idea, because we are doing this over here as well, my goodness. Right, we got this working finally. Finally. So the way that this is working now is we've only got one chest that everything feeds into. And I'm using a heck ton of filters. So we've got all of the different like runes coming in here. And we've got like iron, redstone, string, diamond, and ender pearls. Only those things get fed into here. So I've got a little filter. I've got the 5-thing filter for that. And I think it's being excluded from over here. Yeah, you can see bulk item filter 5. That's those 5 things that you can see right here. And it seems to work, so I'm quite happy about that. This is the big thing. You can just use an activator module with the Wander the Forest. And it will just keep right-clicking on this. You can actually see it working right there. You see the little red line. It means it's working. It's just clicking on this thing. So if we had I made another Wander the Forest. If we had this and we just kept clicking on it, it would do the same thing. But we've got modular router doing that for us. And then this one, this is the big one. It was like we needed to know what to drop and what to right click. Now that I think about it, why don't we just do everything? Like we just right click everything on there. We don't need this dropper. Am I an idiot for thinking that? I don't know, if I'm honest. Why didn't we do that in the first place? Right, this is an iterative process. So now I want to try and make 3 of these. The big thing that I did right here, before I do that, is right here I've got a detector module. And the way you want to set it is you want the detector module before the sender module. I had it on the end, because I just put it at the end, thinking, you know, it would do this one as well. But I think these actually go in priority. So if I put this at the beginning, it would be like, well, I can't detect anything. So I'm not going to do a redstone signal. But then something gets picked up by the vacuum module and it gets sent. Because it's not going to do this one. So basically you need this one in between. You pick something up, you get the thing to detect that there's something in there. Then you send it off. I think that's how that works. Yeah. And then the other thing I did was you set this to crafter mode. Redstone pulse, insert next set. So that means that when it gets that little pulse from the detector module saying, I just picked something up, it then thinks, okay, now I can start crafting something else. I did kind of think that there would be an issue with that, being that if I ask for 3 of these, when you make these, you actually get these 2 runes back. So you get this rune, and this rune, which all get picked up. And that should be like 3 detects, meaning it pulses this 3 times. It seems to handle it. I don't know if I do like 100 of these, if it will handle it nicely, but I'm not going to do 100. I'm going to do 3, just to see it trying to work, if you know what I mean. It's going to do the 6 mana diamonds first, by sending 6 diamonds in there. This again doesn't have diamonds because I did put the blacklist now on the bulk item filter. I want to see if this all works because I didn't try it, and it'll be fun to see if it does work. I like this sort of thing. I apologise. 2. There we go. So it did 2, and then it's doing the gluttony charm, the single gluttony charm. Now I want to see if it tries to put. See, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's okay. It seems to have already thought about it and says, yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna just spam this. Ah, I picked that one up. I didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh. Okay, that'll do it. I don't know what I did there. Okay, there's one stuck in there. That makes sense. There we go. Right. I think that's done them all. Okay, it did them all. I was stood too close. That's why I screwed up one of them. Anyway, that's now working. Now we can make ourselves the terrasteel agglomeration plate, which we've done. And we can put this. I used like a bunch of mana doing that though. That's the only issue. So for this, you actually need to put this in the... Well, you need to build around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it... It's got to be centered with the mana pool, right? Let's do it right here. Oh yeah, because yeah, we've got the demagnetizer there. So what we need for this is... I know we need some lapis. Why is it not showing up with the Lexicon Botania if I do this? Oh, there it is. So we can visualize this, and I'm going to right-click it in there. So we need some living rock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5 of these. So we get the corners. Put that one in the middle. And then lapis. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick that one in the middle. And then we also need a spark. So I made one of these earlier. So let's have a look. There we go, spark. So we can stick that one on there. And if we were... Oh, I need to put a demagnetizer on this as well. What I might do is I might put this underneath. And that way we don't accidentally, yeah, break it. So let's do this. I think it comes all the way up to here. I think it does, yeah. Cool. Stick that one back there, that one there. Oh, I got the spark back and everything. Nice. Anyway, what this spark does is it takes the mana from a spark near it. So it knows that the agglomeration plate needs mana when we throw certain items over it. We could automate terrasteel, but there's like a bee that I might get. Wait. Yeah, it comes from the terrasteel comb, doesn't it? Which comes from the terrasteel bee. And you can get the terrasteel bee by looking up the spawn egg. And if I'm not wrong, it's like this. So you need a mana steel bee. And eventually we'll probably get a mana steel bee. Mega mana housing. Interesting. Weird. For now, we're just going to do these manually, basically. I'm not going to automate this, I don't think. Go. I did have to slow down this thing over here because it was too quick and it wasn't reading the, well, it wasn't doing the detecting, as it were. So we can right click these things on, just like that. You're being picked up by the thing over here, aren't you? Why you do this? So I just made an alchemy catalyst, and that is because we don't have any sunflowers, and I wanted to get some sunflowers, and we have some of these lily of the valley. I mean, we could do a market, to be fair. I'm going to do a market as well, but I wanted to show off that you can get the alchemy catalyst. And the way that this thing works is you stick it underneath like that, and then it converts the mana pool into an alchemy mana pool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lob one lily of the valley in there, and it turns it into a sunflower. We can lob 4 in there, we get 5 sunflowers. Now the reason I wanted to do that is because Terry Bozu is... Okay, that seems to still work even with the catalyst. That's pretty decent. Well, we'll leave that under there then. Anyway, we've got 8 of these. We do this. We can make ourselves a Terry Bozu. And for now, I'm going to stick this one right here. And you can see Terry is not pleased that it's raining right now. So what you do is you can right click with sunflower. And you'll notice it stopped raining, and Terry has got a big smile. Love it. Right, I've started up the Terrasteel agglomeration plate again, but this time I moved it away from the vacuum module that we've got over here. And it is sending mana from this mana pool, which we can have a look right there. Grabbing all that mana, and it is chucking it at these 3 items, and suddenly got myself a Terrasteel. And that is a quest, by the way, so you should definitely look into accepting a few of these. What do we get from that? Oh, mana diamonds. It looked like you could get Terrasteel nuggets from that. That would have been really useful. Yeah, decent. Anyway, the way that you do... Well, the thing you have to do with this is you have to make, first off, some mana pylons. So there you go. Made 2 mana pylons right there. And then you can upgrade these to... Yeah, the nature pylons. So these actually have 15 Eterna. So you just need 1 of these. In fact, yeah, because you need 2 of the other ones. Anyway, you could use 1 of these as your only thing that you're using to do enchanting if you wanted to. But we're not doing that. We're actually going to use these for what they're intended. And then we need the Alvin Gateway Core. And I believe if we're out of this, can I do the thing now? Oh, I don't have the book on me. At Botania. One of these. And now, there it is. And it will show us what we need for the Alfheim portal. Now, I don't know where to put this. I swear I just did visualize. There we go. So I need 3 glimmering living wood. 1 goes here. Just like that. There you go. This is complete. Looks weird because it's got the corners, but let's take the corners out. Now, what we need to do is get mana into these nature pylons. So what I'm going to do is stick them right there. And that's it, basically. We just need to get mana into these, and then we can start this up. Now, one way to do that is we could duplicate this and stick it over here. So, as in, we could do this twice and just stick it right there. 1 pointing here, 1 pointing here. We could do that, or we could fill this up, but you need half a mana pool. So you need to fill this up to half, fill this up to half. And then you can start the gateway, and then you can lob stuff through. And to get the Gaia Spirit, did we even need to do this for the Gaia Spirit? I just realised, couldn't we have just used Terrasteel? I don't know about that. Let's have a look. I can't actually look yet, I don't think, because we haven't actually started the gateway up. Anyway, one of the things we could do is we could fill this up and we could use a mana tablet. One of these. Now, the way that this works is you see the arrow? It either goes from the tablet into the mana pool, or the mana pool into the tablet. So if I lob this one in, I'm not going to pick it up, and that's not going to pick it up. Perfect. But you can see it's like drained mana out of this, and it's put it in the tablet itself. Now, I think these start off like that. Yeah, so what I normally do is I normally get rid of these. And this is like a stupidly manual way of doing it, but there you go. The mana tablet is draining its mana into the mana pool right there. And in fact, I did just remember something. Let's get a little bit of mana into this one and put the mana into that one over there. Lotus. Oh, we haven't got that many, to be fair. I thought we had more than this. So what these black lotuses are, you get them from dungeon chests. It says right there. There you go, from all these different places. What the heck? You can get them from a mana bee. Okay, mana bee. Pure bee. The heck is a pure bee? Okay, we could do this. Honey treat. Why the heck are we not doing this? That is a really easy recipe. Oh, I get it. This is a pure bee, as in, you know, like the pure daisy that we've got right here. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, right. So we can make one of these if we wanted. Right, I'm going to make one of these because why not? They sound really good. Plus, is that just any spawn egg or is it a bee spawn egg? Right, let's try it with this. You know what? Let's use a wolf spawn egg. No, it doesn't like that, does it? It looks like it has to be a bee spawn egg. Right, I'll tell you what. We'll do this between episodes. That'll be the plan. I do feel like we need one more episode. Now that I've realised that we needed the Majonia, then I think we definitely need another episode at least on Botania. Because there's mythical Botania as well, or mythic Botania. So, at some point as well, I'll automate the territory. It's not a really difficult one, to be fair. It's not a difficult automation. I did it back in All the Mods 8, so yeah. Anyway, what I was doing was, you know these black lotuses? You can just lob them in here. So let's have a look. We do that. It doesn't give you that much, but okay, never mind. It gives you not much at all of the lotuses. But there are lotus. There are two versions. We had this one here, emits a strong magical vibe, and then this one is it emits strong magical vibes. Okay, never mind. They're the exact same text right there. But basically, this one, you get more out of it, if you know what I mean. Right, not gonna lie. I literally just left this for a while. I went and stood in the mining dimension because nothing can attack you there. Even the, you know, what are they called? The phantoms? Yeah, they don't attack you there. So I just stood there for a while, and when I came back, all of this is chunk loaded, so it got me loads of mana. So I filled this up, and I filled these two up. And now, I can right click this over here. It's going to use a little bit of the mana from each of these mana pools that we've got here. I actually filled this one up quite a lot. I think I already had quite a bit in here, because I drained that before I went AFK. So we might have a little bit of time where we're... Is that done now? Is that open? I tell you what, we can tell. We can lob the Lexica Botania through. And there we go, we've got the new Lexica Botania. Elven Mana Spreader. So we can chuck a bunch of... Oh, goodness. Need to stop with the vines. Rag. There we go. So that's going to get us some loads of Dreamwood. Okay, I might have done too much Dreamwood right there. What happens if you stick Living Rock through? Does it need 2? Oh, it doesn't do anything. That's weird. Ah, okay. Very weird. It just is like, nah, I'm not going to do it. Cool. Okay, so we've got the Dreamwood. What is it that we need to use this for to get the what was it? Alvin Mana Spreader. Mana Spread. Oh, hello, Spreader. Alvin Mana Spreader. Ah, we need the Elementium as well. So this is another thing. What? Why is there mythical? Oh, I forgot about this. You can actually go to another dimension, right? I don't remember how you get there though. Do you have to use like an ender pearl or something? I'll have to look that up for next. Actually, you guys can tell me for the next episode. So yeah, there we go. We managed to get the portal up and running. That's probably all I've got for today. I messed around with this so much today that I kind of ran out of time. I also started really late on this because I got a new job recently. Like, I'm now like halfway through my first week. So, yeah, I ran out of time because I've been focused on that. Anyway, this is where I'm going to call it for today. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Dun dun. Let's pretend that's the sound from Law and Order. I'm only doing it like this because I don't want to get copyright claimed.